going on? Welcome back to the channel, and I decided to go ahead and see what numbers I'm gonna get with the upgraded wastegate right there. I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna go ahead and do some performance testing, the 10 to 60, 30 to 70, and 50 to 70, and see what numbers we get. It's not preloaded. The spring is not preloaded. It's basically I just extended it so you can reach the valve over here, and then just put that on there. And a couple of you guys on my comments were saying that I should probably preload it. Every turn is about 1 psi, and I got about 23 psi tops, and I was kind of I'm happy with it. But before I actually preloaded, I actually wanted to preload it a couple of turns, maybe 3 turns, and see if we can get from 23 to 25 psi. So before I preloaded, I'm gonna go do some testing. But also another thing. Alright, so the wastegate that I was giving away, I picked the winner about, I think it was like 10 days ago. And I put that video up, picked the winner in that video, and the winner never came forward. So now we're doing the giveaway again. I'm gonna go on that exact video where I asked you guys to comment below 7.3 wastegate, and then I'm gonna pick somebody else. So let's go to the computer and pick another person. And then if I pick you, contact me, email me, DM me on Instagram. All my contact info is in the description. So let's go and do that and see who's going to be the next winner. Alright, now let's do the same thing like we did last time. We're going to go to the video with this billet wastegate that I was installing. We're going to copy the link of the video. And then we're going to go to the comment picker, paste it here, get YouTube comments. And then now let's pick the winner, and the winner should say 7.3 wastegate in the comment. Alright, and we got Big Rob. I would like a newer 33 psi wastegate from our 7.3. Yeah, buddy, you got it. Big Rob, send me an email, send me a DM on Instagram. You're the winner. Congratulations. Claim it and I'll send it to you. Alright, now let's do 30 to 70. Alright, now let's do 50 to 70 in 5th gear. That one actually saw about 23 psi, so it did a little better than when the wastegate was disconnected. So let's do one more test, 50 to 70 in 6th gear. Alright guys, now I'm going to get home, take a quick little nap from work, and then we're going to review the numbers and see what we got. Alright, be right back. Alright, now let's take a look at the numbers and what we got as far as the new wastegate goes. With the stock wastegate unplugged, we reached 25 psi max. These are numbers 10 to 60, 30 to 70, 50 to 70 in 5th gear, and 50 to 70 in 6th gear. Now, after I installed the wastegate, the new wastegate, the 35 psi wastegate billet aluminum, I did not preload the rod at all. I just put it on there kind of as free as possible. And I got 23 psi max, 10 to 60, 10.38, and the stock one was 10.11, so it's a little bit slower. 30 to 70 is 11.52 compared to 11.16, also slower. 5th gear is 6.13 compared to 6.07, so it's a tiny bit slower. And in 6th gear, 50 to 70, we're at 9.55 compared to 9.92. So it's actually a little bit faster in 6th gear because it's actually holding pressure a lot better because the spring is stiffer. So now what I gotta do is actually go ahead and preload the wastegate. I'm gonna do about 4 turns, maybe 3 turns, we'll see. And that will put me about 25 to 26 psi, which is kind of where we were with the wastegate unplugged, the stock one unplugged. I was able to peak at just barely touching 25 psi. And on this one, not preloaded at all, we got 23 psi. So let's go and do that, and then do a second test, preloaded, see what psi we get, and see what numbers we get, and compare to preloaded to not preloaded. Alright guys, now I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that little pin right here removed and actually preload the rod, turn it in about 3 times, and that should give me about 25-26 psi, and I think that should be good. Yeah, because now it's a little bit loose, and like I said, I put it on there, actually turned it out and didn't preload it, so it kind of goes on there easily. And kids are in the background, crazy children driving their little race cars in the weeds at night. Let me show you what's going on. We got some night riders right here. Are you guys ready? You gotta go around the lights. Okay, you guys gonna go around the lights? Okay, hold on. Whoa! Crazy kids. Crazy kids. Racing through the weeds. Wow, you guys are so fast. Don't crash. Yo, let him pass a little bit. I think Matthew's faster because he's lighter, but they both got the same batteries. Let him pass, let him pass. There we go. All right, let's see what we can do here without really losing the pin right here. Oh, it already fell off. Oh, there it is. I see it in the mirror. And there's a little pin right there. Let's pull this guy off and twist it. Let's see. Half a turn. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4 turns. I think 4 turns would be enough. Right there. That should be plenty, I think. So I've got it preloaded about 1/4 of an inch. And the way I'm gonna put it on there, I'm gonna connect the air line right here to this guy. Just provide just enough pressure so this rod comes out a little bit, and I'll slide it on there. All right, now let's hook up a little compressor line to it. And get this rod put on. All right, that's good. That's good. So that's done. All right, now the hardest part is to put the little washer and the pin on there. I'm trying to grab it with 3 fingers, 2 fingers, and then the pin. Ugh. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Oh boy, the kids are coming. I'm getting nervous. Okay guys, hold on, I'm busy. Really busy. I need a screwdriver. I can't see anything. Come on, buddy. And it flew away somewhere. Like it's a common issue just trying to put them on. They just keep them flying everywhere. I actually remember that I had a bunch of these body pins from the RC cars. I think this actually just worked out just fine. This should fit in the little groove and hold it in place till I find a bunch of the clips. All right, and actually, I think we're good. It slipped in there nice and tight. Yeah, look at that. Do you guys see that? Nice and tight, right in the groove, sitting just fine. And there we go. And we're good to go. I do have another one of these extensions. I was actually thinking of grinding the sides because this is too thick. That's why I have this washer on there. But we'll deal with that later. For now, it's good. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna tighten this little bolt right here, this nut, and we're gonna do some testing and see what PSI we're at. All right, there we go, and we're done. All right, let's go do some pulls. All right, guys, now that we preloaded the wastegate, let's go ahead and give it a shot and see what we do. 10 to 60, and then 30 to 70, and then do 50 to 70 pulls in 5th and 6th gear. All right, now let's do 30 to 70. Alright, now let's hit 50 to 70 in 5th gear. And the last one, let's do 6th gear, 50 to 70. Let's see what PSI we're going to get in 3rd gear. Well, it looks like she still hit 23 PSI, not even 24, and I did preload the rod 4 churns. And I don't think I want to preload it anymore, honestly, which is fine, but let's get home and review the performance numbers and see if anything improved. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, and here are the results that we got for the preloaded wastegate, and I was getting pretty much same exact 23 PSI. I wasn't going any higher, and I did churn in the rod about 4 times, so I should have seen 25, 26, but it is what it is. So the time's a little bit improved, just a tiny bit, not that much actually. As you can see, before I preloaded the wastegate, I got 10.38. After I churned it in 4 times, I got 10.21. Then it was 11.52, 30 to 70 before, and then it was 11.50. And then 50 to 70, it was 6.13. And then after I preloaded, got 6.09. So just a tiny bit improvement here and there. And 50 to 70 in 6th gear, it was 9.55. And then after 9.40. So just a tiny bit of improvement here and there. So it's not gonna get any better, honestly. It doesn't really matter if you preload or don't. I mean, it's probably ideal to preload a couple churns, so the flap on the wastegate is not like flopping around, so it has some kind of tension on it. So that's why it's good to do like 2, 3, 4 churns and pretty much be at that. And you can see the numbers here. This is with the wastegate, stock wastegate, unplugged completely. So still with the stock one completely unplugged, I was at 10.11 compared to 10.21, 11.16 compared to 11.50, 6.07 compared to 6.09, so that's almost the same, and 9.92, 9.40. So this one's a bit quicker because the spring on the billet 33-pound wastegate is stiffer than a stock one, and stock one's pretty weak, but still I was getting up to 25 PSI on this one, and with this one up to 23, and it's slightly preloaded. So I'm kind of curious. I don't know if I want to do this or not. I don't want to blow up the turbo. If I unplug the billet wastegate, I wonder what that's going to get up to. I don't know. If I feel like it, maybe I'll try it, just like with this test. I didn't want to do it before, but I said if I feel like it, I'll do it. So I end up doing it. So I might even do that eventually too. I guess we'll see. I'll think about it. I'd rather get a tuner and have much better performance than, trying to unplug the wastegate and getting the maximum PSI out of the stock turbo, where I can actually get a lot more power and performance and MPGs from actual tuner. So those are the results I got with the wastegate unplugged, not unplugged, preloaded, not preloaded, etc. And we picked a winner in the beginning. So if you are the winner that I picked, DM me on Instagram or email me. That's going to be in the description, and I'll send that out to you. So guys, thanks for watching, and let's get back to the Mustang. Let's go.